What's up, guys? It's your boy Canon here, man, and I'm getting ready to hit the gym. But I also want to talk to you guys about my experience of going out in Houston as a single man out here in Houston, being a bachelor and everything. Just want to talk to you guys about what it's like to go out and try to have a good time, the do's and don'ts. And I want to do that by talking about a place that I went to last night. It was called The Ratio. So, and I'm not talking about the ratio between men and women, but like literally the name of the club is called Ratio. I found out about this place because I was browsing Facebook yesterday. I'm a part of a couple of different Facebook groups. That's something you got to be a part of if you're single and you're a bachelor and you want to start learning about the different things in the city, things that are popping up. Being a part of groups can pretty much put you on and just have you in the know when it comes to a lot of things. So there were some people saying that The Ratio was supposed to be popping last night, and me being someone who's trying to expand my social circle right now, I decided to go check it out. So first of all, you definitely need a reservation if you plan on going to The Ratio, because just showing up like I did will probably put you in a bad spot. I don't think they really let people in if you don't have a reservation. The only reason why I got in without a reservation is because I knew one of the bodyguards. He used to bodyguard for somebody that I used to work for back in the day, so me and him already have a relationship. He talked to the door girl and let me in, and I was able to go sit at the bar. And mind you, I'm not that good with like sitting at the bar. I've never been a bar sitter. I sat there, I was already kind of in an uncomfortable position, but I did it anyway. But what I can say is that it was definitely popping in there. I mean, there was a lot of women. The ratio was great, a lot of women. But the problem with clubs in Houston, everywhere you go, like a place like The Ratio, the reason why they do reservations is because everything in there is like reserved seating. The bar was the only place possible in the entire place to actually be able to sit down without it being a paid seating type of situation. So like the entire club, I know I didn't get that much footage. I tried my best, but I didn't want to be all in. But I didn't want to invade people's like privacy and have a good time. Usually when I have my camera, they don't really mind because they think I work for the club. But the situation it was last night is I was sitting at the bar, but everything that was happening to even watch that was happening behind my back. So I'm sitting there eating, I'm smoking my hookah, I'm trying to blend in and chill and have things to do, but it was just hard to really get into the festive side of what was going on. I have a good time there because everything's happening behind me, and I don't want to look like the weird person who keeps turning around in his chair and just stare at everybody. So what do? You just sit there, you stare at the TV, you eat your food, you smoke your hookah, you look at your phone a whole lot, and you try to act like you're just blended in. But the truth is, going out as a solo person in Houston is very difficult. It's very hard. It at least helps to have at least one other person with you.
One thing about Houston, man, you cannot come out and not have reservations already set in stone. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Because at least whenever you're trying to blend in, you can at least talk to the person to your left or your right. But also, in my opinion, you know, with being a guy, I feel like you have a higher chance of being able to meet somebody and talk to somebody when you're by yourself versus with another guy. Two guys or three guys or even more can look intimidating, but one guy by himself minding his business, it's a lot easier to be able to be approachable and also to approach other people. Okay, so after actively sitting there and kind of twiddling your thumbs and trying to pay attention to what's going on behind you and eating your food, I did order some like salmon and smoking my hookah and stuff like that. I stayed there for maybe about an hour and a half, and then eventually I ended up just getting up and leaving because it was just kind of like awkward, you know, like it was awkward to keep entertaining myself. There was really no women around me, next to me, like to my left and to my right, there was just guys sitting at the bar. So basically what I'm saying is, rolling up solo to any club in Houston, that's usually the experience that you get. And honestly, I haven't found a strategy yet that works where I'm on some solo type of stuff. So I'm starting to feel like just trying to go out by myself to like nightclubs and stuff like that, to just try to meet people or expand my social circle, doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Like I'm gonna have to start at least knowing one other person there in order to be able to kind of blend in or not look like a weirdo by myself. And yeah, so you know, maybe the clubs that I'm going to, but I don't know any like place in Houston, maybe unless it's a lounge that you can go and just sit and actually mingle and just so happen to meet people. But all the places that I've been seeing that are like upscale or like more fun or like really promoted on the gram like that, they all seem to have that same energy when you walk in. No one's gonna really talk to you, people kind of avoid you. you kind of feel like you stand out like a sore thumb. The only people that are going to talk to you are probably the waitresses, and that's just because they have to talk to you because it's their job. And I'm not a fan of like trying to like flirt with somebody who is working. But yeah, altogether I feel like this video is a little longer than what it should have been. But the whole point is, if you want to go out in Houston as by yourself and you're a guy, it's going to be awkward if you don't have reservations. And even if you have reservations, you definitely should have reservations and at least bring one other person, whether it's a guy if you have to, or if you're going to bring a woman, try to bring at least maybe more than one, because just in case you do catch someone else's attention and you want to leave for a second and talk to someone, that woman won't feel awkward. She can at least have another woman who's her friend to talk to. And also make sure that those are your actual friends, not like, you know, someone you were probably trying to talk to or you know likes you, and that's going to be all weird or something like that if you walk away. All right, guys, that's just my insight as being a Houstonian here and checking out the nightlife in Houston as a solo guy by yourself. It's a little awkward. I've been told that some of the best places to try to find someone to talk to are like, you know, places like the grocery store, Walmart, Target, and stuff like that. So maybe in my next video, I might do an experiment and try to go meet someone not in the club and see what's the best place to actually meet women. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out together. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Ken and Corey, and peace.
All right, guys, sorry I couldn't really bring my camera in there because the ratio seems kind of upscale-ish, and I just didn't really feel like I could even bring my camera in there, and I was one deep, so sometimes I can kind of sneak it in when I'm with a group of people. So let's see how this night goes.